Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the most important question of metallurgy, that is extraction of aluminium. If you are watching my video for first time, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let us start. Aluminium symbol is Al and atomic number is 13. Therefore, electronic configuration is 283. Outermost shell contains 3 electrons. Therefore, valency of aluminium is 3. It is the third highly abundant element on the earth crust. The color of aluminium is silvery white and ore is bauxite. We know that aluminium is a reactive metal, so it does not occur in nature in free state. It is found in combined state. The ore of aluminium consists of 30 to 70% aluminium oxide is there and the remaining part is gangue. Gangue means impurities present in the ore. Ore of aluminium is bauxite. Formula is Al2O3 2H2O. So this gangue or impurities present in the ore are silica, ferric oxide and titanium oxide. These impurities are separated by leaching. Leaching can be done by two methods, Bayer's process and Hall's process. We will discuss both the methods in detail. First method is Bayer's process. In Bayer's process, first we have to ground the ore in a ball mill. That means we have to powder the ore and then it is leached by heating with concentrated solution of caustic soda. Caustic soda means sodium hydroxide. So first the ore is powdered, then it is leached by heating with concentrated solution of sodium hydroxide at a temperature of 140 to 150 degrees Celsius under high pressure for 2 to 8 hours in a tank called digester. Okay. After 2 to 8 hours, this aluminium oxide present in the ore will react with the sodium hydroxide and forms water-soluble sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate formula is NaAlO2 plus 3 molecules of water is also formed. You have to write this equation also in the exam, then only you will get a full marks. So I'll explain the equation. We know bauxite formula is Al2O3 2H2. It consists of 2 molecules of water. So I'll write the equation here. Al2O3 2H2. It is leached by heating with the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide formula we know NaOH. Okay, NaOH. Okay. So aluminium oxide being amphoteric, aluminium oxide present in the ore will react with the sodium hydroxide and forms sodium aluminate is formed. Sodium aluminate formula is NaAlO2. NaAlO2 is formed plus water H2O. Okay, after this you have to balance the equation. Here aluminium 2 molecules are there, so here also 2 should come. Okay, I put here 2. Now sodium became 2, so here also 2 should go. Okay, next one is oxygen. Here 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7 molecules are there. Here we have 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Okay, we want 7. So I am going to put here 3. So 4 plus 3, 7. Oxygen became 7. Now let us check hydrogen. Hydrogen here 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. Here also 6. It is balanced. So no need to by heart the equation. You should know which is the product formed. Then you can write the reaction and then balance it. Is that clear? Now, so we got sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate is NaAlO2. Now, iron oxide in the gang does not dissolve in sodium hydroxide. So, it can be separated by filtration. Okay. Silica in the gang dissolves and forms water-soluble sodium silicate. Now, the aqueous sodium aluminate is diluted by putting in water and is cooled to 50 degrees Celsius. So we know if any solution, if any concentrated solution, if we want to dilute, we have to add water. So here also sodium aluminate is diluted by adding water and it is cooled to 50 degrees Celsius. We will get a precipitate of aluminum hydroxide. Aluminum hydroxide formula is AlOH thrice. So sodium aluminate plus water, addition of water, we will get aluminum hydroxide plus sodium hydroxide is obtained. Now, aluminum hydroxide is a precipitate. This precipitate is filtered and then it is washed, dried and then calcined by heating at 1000 degrees Celsius to obtain alumina. Okay. So the precipitate is filtered, washed, dried and calcined. By heating at 1000 degrees Celsius, we will get alumina. Alumina is Al2O3 plus 3 molecules of water is also obtained. So 2AlOH thrice gives Al2O3 plus 3H2O. This is concentration of the ore. So the after concentration we will get alumina is obtained. Now the next process is Hall's process. Also we will get the same product. In Hall's process, the ore is powdered and then leached by heating with aqueous solution of sodium carbonate. Here instead of sodium hydroxide, we are using sodium carbonate in the digester and forms water-soluble sodium aluminate is obtained. So the ore is powder and leached by heating with the sodium carbonate. We will get water-soluble sodium aluminate is obtained. Formula is Al2O3 2H2O, that is bauxite, plus sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. We will get sodium aluminate, NaAlO2 plus carbon dioxide and water is also obtained. Carbon dioxide plus water, then you balance the equation, you will get this. Okay, so we got water soluble sodium aluminate. Then if any insoluble impurities are there, that should be filtered out. Then the filtrate is warmed and neutralized by passing carbon dioxide gas through it. This results in the precipitation of aluminum hydroxide. So here see in this equation, this products sodium aluminate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Here 2 molecules of water is there. Here 3 molecules. Okay, we will get aluminum hydroxide and sodium carbonate. Now, so aluminum hydroxide is a precipitate. This precipitate is filtered, washed, dried and then calcined by heating at 1000 degrees Celsius. We will get alumina. This process is same for both Bayes process and Hall's process. So we will get the end product of concentration of ore as alumina. Now we want to extract aluminium from alumina. For that, the next step is electrolytic reduction of alumina. In the electrolytic reduction of alumina, it consists of a steel tank is there. The inner lining of the steel tank is graphite lining. This graphite lining acts as a cathode and the graphite rods act as anode. Okay, graphite lining acts as the cathode and graphite rods act as anode. Now, to reduce the melting point of aluminium is greater than 2000 degrees Celsius. So, to reduce the melting point to 1000 degrees Celsius, cryolite and fluorospar is added to the mixture. Okay, when current is passed through this, aluminium will get deposited at the cathode and oxygen gas will be liberated at anode. Aluminium being heavy, it will sink to the bottom of the tank. There is an outlet here. From this outlet, we can remove aluminium. Now, oxygen gas is liberated at the anode. This oxygen gas will react with anode and forms carbon dioxide gas. That means it will undergo oxidation. Therefore, the anode has to be replaced from time to time during the electrolysis of alumina. Now, next is the electrode reaction. This electrode reaction also very important. Anode reaction. In anode, oxidation reaction is taking place at anode and reduction reaction is taking place at a cathode. Oxidation means loss of electron and reduction means gain of electron. Okay, so here oxygen lost 2 electron. O2 minus means oxygen lost 2 electron. 2 oxygen is there. So 2 into 2, 4 electron. So we can write 2O2 minus gives O2 plus 4 electron. And at cathode we know reduction is taken. Reduction means gain of electron. So at cathode, aluminium will gain 3 electrons. Al3 plus 3 electrons, we will get Al. This is the electrode reaction taking place in the electrolytic reduction of alumina. This also can come for 2-mark question, electrode reaction. And this is also important. The anode has to be replaced from time to time. Why? Because oxygen gas liberated will react with the anode and it will undergo oxidation. So we have to replace anode from time to time. Diagram also you have to draw. So diagram, explanation and all the equations. Then only you will get a full marks. So I hope you all understood the section. So that's all for today.